You're going to have your scribes draw up my appointment right after I leave. But I thought you said it was wrong to force men to follow the codes. You said that the best way to change people was to live right and let them be influenced by your example. That was before the Almighty lied to me. Much of what I told you I learned from the Way of Kings, but I didn't understand something. Noadon wrote a book at the end of his life, after creating the Order, after forcing the kingdoms to unite, after rebuilding lands that had fallen in the desolations. The book was written to embody an ideal, and it was given to people who had already gained momentum in doing what was right. That was my mistake. Before any of this can work, our people need to have a minimum level of honor and dignity. Adolin said something to me a few weeks back, something profound. He asked me why I forced my sons to live up to such high expectations, but let others go about their errant ways without my condemnation. I've been treating the other high princes and their light eyes like adults. An adult could take a principle and adapt it to his needs, but we're not ready for that yet. We're children, and when you're teaching a child, you require him to do what's right until he grows old enough to make his own choices. The Silver Kingdoms did not begin as unified, glorious bastions of honor. They were trained that way, raised up like youths and nurtured to maturity. You see, Dalinar strode forward and kneeled down beside Elhokar. We're going to make something of Elethkar, nephew. The High Princes gave their oaths to Gavilar, but now ignore those oaths. Well, it's time we stop letting them. We're going to win this war. We're going to turn Elethkar into a place that men will envy again. Not because of our military prowess, but because our people here are safe and because justice reigns. We're going to do it, or you and I are going to die in the attempt. You say that's with such an eagerness. Because I finally know exactly what to do. I was trying to be Noadon the Peacemaker, but I'm not. I'm the Blackthorn, a general and a warlord. I have no talent for backroom politicking, but I'm very good at training troops. Starting tomorrow, every man in each of these camps will be mine as far as I'm concerned. They're all raw, new recruits, even the High Princes. Assuming I make the proclamation. You will. And in return, I promise to figure out who's trying to kill you. You see Elhokar start to remove his shard plate piece by piece. After that announcement goes out, discovering who's trying to kill me will become easy. You could put the name of every person in the war camps on the list. You see Dalinar smile. At least we won't have to guess then. Don't be so glum, nephew. You learned something today. Your uncle doesn't want to kill you. He just wants to make me a target. For your own good, son. Don't fret too much. I've got some plans on how exactly to keep you alive. You see Dalinar stand up and open the door, revealing some very nervous group of guards keeping a very nervous group of attendants and servants out. He's just fine. See? You see Dalinar step aside, letting the guards and servants attend to their king. Dalinar turned to go and then hesitated. Oh, and Elhokar, your mother and I are now courting. You want to start getting accustomed to that. As he left, Dalinar saw a look of pure shock on poor Elhokar's face. And you all snap back to yourselves.
Dude just got a reality check.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm fucking your mom.
That's straight up. The Xbox lobbies just came to life, guys.
I've been waiting so long
Jesus
to post these
Christ.
ones. Feel free to talk about yourselves.
On a scale of 1 to fucked, how much are we? My bet? More than you could guess.
Oops. So that was a crazy vision, guys. Wow. Eleanor just beat the shit out of the king. Wow. That was
I
crazy.
mean, you know,
Sounds
it's
like
kinda
he
what you get
needed.
for having a shard plate.
Sounds like he needed people to supplement his army, but I don't know if we were worth a shard blade for it.
I
so,
still don't think we were personally.
Oh God, no.
he probably could have bought like a whole army.
On
Yeah,
one
no
short
shit.
blade.
Oh my god.
And then some. Jesus.
Either way.
There we go. Perfect.
Motherfucker could have bought Jesus.
If everybody wants to direct their attention to the memes page. I've been waiting on that one
Memes,
for a long
hashtag.
time.
Beats up king, threatens his life, accuses him of taking his assassins. By the way, I'm fucking your mom. Refuses to elaborate. Leaves.
Great.
It's so good. What a Chad
Fuck your
maneuver.
mom.
By the way, fucked your mom. What?
But when? How long ago? Was it exactly 9 months before I was born?
Lord. Welcome to Dalinar's War Camp. As you can see, it is much
Whoa.
nicer.
Where are we?
Are we gonna
Uh,
get a cot this time?
You guys are directed to
Those are big dreams.
the top area, these long rows of very large barracks.
Ibs on the top cot.
For now, you're basically just told, make yourselves at home. We'll discuss what'll happen to you a little bit later.
Is Kaladin Depresso?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
In general, yeah.
We can always change that.
But
That
not
just-
like sinking further.
No. It's just Kaladin's just a general state of depression.
There is no nosy business.
Yeah.
Just asking a question.
Asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend.
So
Where's the
I'm
hot guy?
asking for a friend.
Can I slob on his knob, please?
So I just bought this new thing from Target. It's called the Gluck Gluck 9000. Kaladin, do you want to try it out with me?
Oh my-
As you all make your
Probably
way
like
into the
Black Man.
camp, you have a very short vision this time of Dalinar talking to Navani when a span reed starts shifting and moving. Navani moves over to it. What is it? It appears that Jasna is writing me. She has finished her studies in Carbranth and is bringing an apprentice along with her to the Shattered Plains. She has come to a discovery. What has she been researching? The origin of the Voidbringers. As you see Navani read, her face pales somewhat. It appears that she has come to the conclusion that the Voidbringers are individuals that are very common amongst us. In fact, they are central to the functioning of all societies across the world. Her assertion is that the Voidbringers have been manipulated, bred into a state of dullness. She says that the Voidbringers are the Parshendi, more specifically the Parshmen. As you all take in that implication, she wasn't joking when literally every single level of society has Parshmen at its base. They are the ones who do the base cleaning. They are the ones who operate lifts. They farm. They are the servants of high princes and high lords.
So they're every fucking where.
They are everywhere. In any case, that's where that vision comes to its close. A little bit later on in the day, you all will see Dalinar come up to Mr. Kaladin as they stand on the rim of the raider of the war camps. Yeah. You all, through your strange bond between these two men, will spy in on the conversation.
Get a lot of vision tonight, guys.
Yeah. You see Kaladin before Dalinar arrives talking to Syl. Dare I trust him? He's a good man. I've watched him, despite the thing that he carried. That thing? The shard blade. What do you care about it? I don't know. It just feels wrong to me. I hate it. I'm glad he got rid of it. Makes him a better man.
That's
Kaladin.
fucking sauce.
You see Kaladin kind of shrug off this comment as Dalinar begins to nope. You see Kaladin thinking about the Parshendi.
Daladin?
Kaladin.
Daladin? Who's
Daladin.
Daladin? Do they have a secret love child? All Might?
It's the ship.
Jesus.
Their secret love child?
Is that a ship?
Is it an actual ship out of curiosity or like
I don't think so.
can it be now?
Feel free, man. You're in the fandom.
We're the That's dangerous.
Can you kill to protect? Is that a self-contradiction? I don't know. You acted strangely in battle, swirling around me. After that, you left, and I didn't see much of you. The killing, it hurt me. I had to go. Yet you're the one who prompted me to go and save Dalinar. You wanted me to return and kill. I know. Teft said the Radiants were held to a standard. He said that by their rules, you shouldn't do terrible things to accomplish great ones. Yet what did I do today? Slaughter Parshindia in order to save Alethi? What of that? They aren't innocent, but neither are we. Not a faint breeze or a storm wind. If I hadn't gone to save Dalinar's men, I would have allowed Sadeas to succeed in a terrible betrayal. I'd have let men die who could have been saved. But I'd have been sick and disgusted with myself if I didn't. I also lost 3 good men, bridgemen who were mere breaths away from freedom, and the lives of others worth that? I don't have answers, Kaladin. Does anyone? You hear footsteps behind. It's him. As Kaladin looks back, he sees Dalinar approach. I'm sorry to be meeting you so late. I know it has been a very long day. I doubt I could have slept anyway. Your men are seen too? Yes. Quite well, actually. Thank you. How many do you suspect will take my offer and pursue freedom? As you all come to this moment, you hear individuals coming by. They're handing out, it's a female scribe, they're calling out names and handing out writs of slavery directly to each man. As of this moment, you are all free. You may go where you please, do as you please. But if you would like the offer, you may stay here and join the army. You would be fighting for something that matters. You'd be fighting for someone who cares about you. And with that, the individual left. A fair number of men from the other bridge crews will, but I wager an even larger number won't. Bridgemen don't think of escape or freedom. They wouldn't know what to do with themselves. As for my crew, well, I have the feeling that they'll insist on doing whatever I do. If I stay, they'll stay. If I go, they'll go. And what will you do? I haven't decided yet. I spoke to my officers, the ones who survived. They said you gave orders to them, took charge like a light eyes. My son feels a bit bitter about the way your conversation with him went. Even if Fool could see that he wasn't going to be able to get to you. As for the officers, most were in shock or run ragged. I merely nudged them. I owe you my life twice over, and that of my son and my men. You paid that debt? No. But I've done what I can. Why did your bridge crew come for us? Why really? Why did you give up your shard blade? You see Dalinar and Kaladin's eyes meet for a few moments. Fair enough. I have an offer for you. The king and I are about to do something very, very dangerous, something that will upset the war camps. Congratulations. You see Dalinar smile faintly. My honor guard has nearly been wiped out, and the men I do have are needed to augment the king's guard. My trust is stretched thin these days. I need someone to protect me and my family. I want you and your men for that job. You want a bunch of bridgemen as bodyguards? The elite ones as bodyguards. Those in your crew, the ones you trained. I want the rest as soldiers for the army. I've heard how well your men fought. You trained them without Sadeas knowing, all while running bridges. I'm curious what you could do with the right resources. You see Dalinar sigh and turn away, glancing northward towards Sadeas's camp. My army is depleted. I'm going to need every man I could get, but everyone I recruit is going to be a suspect. Sadeas will try to send spies into our camp, and traitors and assassins. Illicar thinks we won't last a week. Stormfather, what are you planning? I'm going to take away their games. Fully expect them to react like children losing their favorite toy. These children have armies and shard blades, unfortunately. And this is what you want me to protect you from? Yes. No quibbling. Straightforward. There's something that Kaladin couldn't help but respect about that. I'll augment Bridge 4 to become the Honor Guard, and train the rest of the Spearmen Company. Those in the Honor Guard will get paid like it, however. Of course. And I want space to train. Full rights requisition from the quartermasters. I get to set up my men's schedule, and we appoint our own sergeants and squad leaders. We don't answer to any light eyes but yourself, your sons, and the king. That last one is a little irregular. You want me to guard you and your family? Against the other high princes and their assassins, who might infiltrate your army and officers? Well, I can't be in a position where any light eyes from any other camp is ordering me around, can I? You have a point. You realize, however, in doing this, I would essentially be giving you the same authority as the Light Eyes of the Fourth Dawn. You'd be in charge of thousands of former bridgemen. Full battalion. Yeah. See Dalinar think for a moment. Very well. Consider yourself appointed the rank of captain. That's as high as I dare appoint a Dark Eyes. If I named you battalion lord, it would cause a whole mess of problems. I let it be known, however, that you're outside of the chain of command. You don't order around Light Eyes of lesser rank than you, and light eyes of a higher rank than you have no authority over you. All right. But these soldiers I train. I want them assigned to patrolling, not plateau runs. I hear you've had several full battalions hunting bandits, keeping the peace in the outer markets, that sort of thing. That's where my men will go, for 1 year at least. Easy enough. You want time to train them before throwing them into battle, I assume? That, and I killed a lot of Parshendi today. I found myself regretting their deaths. They showed me more honor than most members of my own army have. I don't like that feeling, and I want some time to think about it. The bodyguards I train for you. We'll go out into the field, but our primary purpose will be protecting you, not killing Parshendi. You see Dalinar looking amused. All right. Though you shouldn't have to worry. I don't plan on being on the front lines much in the future. My role will be changing. Regardless, we have a deal. You see Kaladin hold out his hand. This is contingent on my men agreeing. I thought you said that they did what you did. Probably. I command them, but I don't own them. See Dalinar reach out, shaking his hand. You see him take out a bundle from underneath his arm. Here. What is this? My cloak, the one I wore into battle today, washed and patched. Kaladin unfurls it. Has a deep blue with a glyph pair of Koch and Lilin sewn into it with white embroidery. Each man who wears my colors is my family, in a way. A cloak is a simple gift, but it's one of the few things I could offer that has any meaning. Accept it with my gratitude, Kaladin Stormblessed. Kaladin slowly refolded the cloak. Where do you hear that name? Your men. They think very highly of you, and that makes me think very highly of you. I need men like you, all of you. The whole kingdom needs you. Perhaps all of Roshar. The true desolation comes. What was the last part? Nothing. Please go get some rest, Captain. I hope to hear good news from you soon. With that, the vision breaks off.
God damn.
You are
Guess
free.
we're gonna be honor guard.
If
Fuck
you want to
yeah.
be.
Just gonna warn you guys now. We got to see what happened to Honor Guard at the very beginning of this campaign.
Yeah, that is
No.
true.
I don't know.
Those
about
ones
the
were just
rest
Am
of
I
you,
wrong?
I've been on my guard
Those-
this whole time.
Those were palace guards. Honor
That's right.
guard is what protects the High Prince in war.
My mistake.
Freedom sounded pretty
Still
fucking
pretty
good.
Freedom.
You guys are free to do whatever you so desire.
Interesting.
Can
Take
we
a minute
walk
to think
around
about
and
it.
explore the camp?
Yep. Take a minute to think about what you're going to do. I'm going to grab some water.
Me and Pal and I are
I
I
gonna
imagine
think
we
real hard.
probably patched ourselves up from last battle.
I
Right?
hope so.
I would hope.
Feel
I
like
mean-
we did.
I would have to assume.
We're gonna just start stretching, limbering up.
Jake, you look fresh over there, bro.
Yeah, no, I just decided not to get out of my uniform. I was like, I'm just hopping right in.
Stayed right in it.
It's good, you know,
Still
brush
in
it off,
character.
dude. You know. Yeah, there we go, bud.
Uniform?
Jake, does that outfit come with a bottle of vodka and a or a jumpsuit? Adidas, to be specific.
No to the jumpsuit, possibly to the bottle of vodka, depending on the customer. I have filled up our liquor cabinet from all the free alcohol I've been given at work.
Goddamn.
All right.
It's like
starting
me,
at the
but
top
with
of the list
weed.
here. Garrick, you sticking around, I assume?
Yep.
Yeah, I figured.
It's all I've ever known.
Plus, it's Dalinar.
Yeah, it kind of works out.
Luis, you sticking around?
Well, can I ask the question? Are we headed back towards my home country,
Who are you asking?
Kaladin?
God?
God.
I don't think so, Luis. I think we'd be sticking around this area for a while.
Oh, because I need to. I'll make good on a promise. Avenge my brother.
Well,
Cass, go away.
you could always sign for just a year if you needed to. Get the training, get some money.
You know, with money comes a lot of fun things. I could use a penny or two.
Well, you'll be getting officer's commission, so go nuts.
I give him the weird salute that we learned.
Wrist together.
Yeah,
Rip,
yeah.
rip.
Throw my X up.
Nope. Yeah, there you go.
Gang,
right.
gang.
Cool. Lol, you sticking around or you leaving?
I think I'll stick around.
Alrighty. The ex-ardent is sticking around.
Yeah.
Belinar. Still
Oh
in?
yeah, I'm sticking around.
All
I
right.
owe this guy my life.
Raphael.
I wholeheartedly agree with your choice.
You sticking around? You leaving?
How much are we being paid?
Officer's commission is pretty fucking high.
A substantial sum.
yeah.
A substantial sum.
Let's see here.
Are we able to send this money back home?
Sure, there are messengers.
As long as that will be able to be divided, then yeah, I'll stay. Need to
Okay.
supply back family at home.
Cool.
You're
Toomey,
probably wondering where I'm at.
Toomey, you sticking around with the hot bridgeman?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, that was
That
an easy
wasn't
one.
why I was gonna stay, but it's a bonus.
It's a good reason.
Kaladin became a captain too. Ooh.
Seems-
Never heard of a
Oh,
dark eyed
captain,
captain.
my captain.
Not in my captain.
All right. Varix, you sticking around, bud?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. Cool. We're in agreement. Folks are staying.
For now.
Cool. Alrighty. So to point out some sections of the war camp here, we got the barracks are all around this area. You guys are kind of in the general barracks, and then Kaladin has a captain's quarter, basically attached to the outside of that. The center is a general command post. It's where messengers run in and out of. There are markets on the far left-hand side here, these two sections. There are stables in the upper right. There's some administrative tents on the far right. And then down to the south, we have training grounds, lumber yards, smithies, that sort of thing. First thing you guys are noticing, this is extremely organized and also somewhat empty. As you imagine, there are quite a few widows and orphans that suddenly became so after the last night's events. However, you do see a general organization to it. You smell weapon oil, leathers being taken care of. This is a very efficient place, even the marketplace, whereas in Sadius's was a dangerous and kind of chaotic place. You see they're very organized, with each row being kind of cordoned off into specific areas of very specific products. Cool. Just outside to the upper left-hand area, so kind of the northeastern direction, if not on the map, but in general, is going to be the King's Palace, maybe 3 miles away. Cool. Any questions? I saw a hand. Yeah, there you are.
Where's the bar?
The bars, the pubs. They're going to be over in the commercial section. So
There
Kind-
are bars.
gotta have some place to drink. They're going to be in kind of
Well,
this
you gonna
left-hand
get-
section.
Go get pissed.
So like
I'll
these are the
join
main
ya.
market stalls. There's going to be some like restaurants and bars in these two areas.
You said that there's messengers that go to and from in
Yeah,
the
The messengers are in this main hall here, where they are directed to and from various areas.
first thing that Raphael needs to do is write a letter back home.
Copy. You get a few weird
Kind of
looks
just
as you.
disappeared.
Yeah, you get a few weird looks as you do your writing. But as you go up to the messengers, it takes you a little bit, but you get a decent arrangement for the for a messenger to send out to Erie. It'll be a while, but it'll get there. Actually,
I'll just
if you're willing to give up your first week's pay, I could have you essentially have it sent, a message sent by Spanreed to another messenger who's a lot closer to Erie, probably in like Azer, and have a messenger go from there.
yeah, we'll do that. I'm gonna completely skip the being enslaved part because that was not part of the plan.
Okay.
And just say made it safely. We'll be back maybe soon.
Maybe.
Question mark?
Question mark. ... Please be safe and make responsible choices. Seeing that this just for my mother and sister.
Don't do
You
anything I
have
wouldn't do.
family? That sounds exploitable.
You mean trauma? No. Cool.
And I'll sign it with a little like kiss, bundle it up. All right, well that's taken.
Sweet. Alrighty, that's taken care of. Anybody else have anything that they would like to get out there?
I want to go to
Can
the
I
shop area.
recharge my spheres?
Your spheres. All right. Yeah.
I
You
need,
get
I need a haircut
I got 46 of them.
or an eyebrow
Alright.
cut.
Cool. Let me pull up yo faces here.
Eyebrow stylist.
But
Get a nice ombre going.
That's what I'm talking about.
Lowell, you said you were going to the markets.
Yes, I need to charge my marbles.
Okay. Garrick, you chilling out in the barracks, or are you doing something else?
I was gonna join at the bar. That sounded like a good time.
To the bar. Raphael, you're in the middle. Luis, you're going to the bar.
Yep. And I just sent you my new slang words of the day because I looked some up and they're fucking ridiculous.
Very excited. Toomey, what are you up to?
I'll go to the bar.
Her. Pellinor, what are you up to?
I don't think I doubt we've been paid yet, so I'm like, well, I might
For
as well
free, let's go
use-
drink.
You guys,
Yeah.
you have some leniency considering that you just saved an entire battalion worth of people.
Fair enough. I want some armor. 'Cause I feel like I'm gonna
I
need
want
some
waffle
armor.
fries.
What are you doing in my house? I love
You'll
that
be.
video. So
Sorry, I was reading something else. Did he say you were trying to find armor?
Armor, correct.
You will be requisitioned that. You're fine.
Oh, okay. Then I'm going to the bar.
Beer.
Alrighty. Old man, you go to find a barber. It takes you a little bit, but you find what you were looking for. What are you up to?
Just gonna clean myself up. I'm sure it's been a minute.
Yeah. You basically say "fuck my shit up" to him, and he goes to work.
Yeah, Pam.
He's gonna come back with a fade, and fade his eyebrows too.
Lowell, how many spheres do you have total?
I got 46.
Too many.
Okay. You have 45 infused spears. They take only a chip from you for
Wow, that's so nice.
That is
doing what you
nice.
did.
Also, I have not tracked a single sphere since I feel like the spheres were introduced into our possession while I was out of town.
I think
This
you're at
is-
like 45.
45.
Yeah.
The chances of that being introduced while you were gone are high.
Yeah.
Um,
How are you guys tracking though?
Electrum.
Yeah.
So basically, let me make sure I have this shit right.
Fuck, that was funny.
Because we have what? Electrum, copper, silver, gold.
Shut up, Evan.
Platinum, right?
We're
That's
using
5 total.
platinum.
No.
Okay.
So track those with Electrum because they're just diamond marks or diamond chips rather.
Oh wait, no. So yeah, I guess I was then.
Yeah.
Okay.
35. I thought. Or no, that
Yeah.
was the marks I got back in camp.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, just figuring it into the system here. Diamond is Electrum. Garnet chips are copper. Ruby chips are silver. Sapphire are gold, and emerald marks are platinum.
All right, I'm gonna need to write that down.
If you just scroll up in the notes, you'll see the currency stuff.
Beautiful, wonderful. Thank you.
Cool. 180. Fantastic. You guys get Yoshi, isn't it? Are you going to the bar or are you going to the barracks?
Definitely bar.
Old man,
Yeah, I
bar.
think everyone wants
Oh,
a
yeah.
drink and some food.
I'm definitely going there.
Raphael, you joining everybody at the
Yes,
bar once you're done with your
please.
message? Cool. Everybody's at the bar. It is it's a very quiet bar, considering how much of the war camp was just massacred. But hey, you guys are giving respectful nods.
Who do we see there?
Not many people. You see what looked like a
There's a goblin in the corner.
No.
Suspicious looking man in a trench coat.
What's he got?
Fantastic.
What's he got?
As the night goes on, you feel something interesting spread actually from Varix to everybody else. As what appears to be a connection kind of starts to thin out a bit.
I was worried it was a rash.
You see one final strum of this connection, however, be invoked. As your visions all go black. And you're suddenly before what looks like a very large gate.
Did we die?
No. You recognize this as the front gate of Dalinar's war camp.
Ew.
Uh-oh.
Can you feel it? Wit asked of the open night. Something just changed. I believe that's the sound the world makes when it pisses itself. See 3 guards stand just inside the thick wooden city gates. Oh, no. This is Kolinar. I apologize. Just within the thick wooden city gates of Kolinar. The men regarded Wit with worry. The gates were closed, and these men were of the Night's Watch. A somewhat important title. They didn't spend time watching so much as chatting, yawning, gambling, or, in tonight's case, standing uncomfortably and listening to a crazy man. Bright Lord? One of the guards asked, looking at where Wit sat on his boxes. They'd been piled there and left by a merchant who had tipped the night watchman to make certain nothing was stolen.
Excuse me.
To Wit, they were simply made a convenient perch. His pack sat beside him on his knees as he was turning his inther, a square stringed instrument that you played from above, plucking the strings while they sat on your lap. Bright Lord, what are you doing here? Waiting for the storm to arrive. That made the guards seem more uncomfortable. A high storm was not predicted to be happening tonight. Wit was playing his ether. Let's have a conversation to pass the time. Tell me, what is it that men value in others? Well, what do you think? If the man or woman were to have a talent, which would be the most revered? The best guarded, considered most worth? Music? Yes, a common answer. I once asked this question to some very wise scholars. What men consider most valuable of talents? One mentioned artistic ability, as you so keenly guessed. Another chose great intellect. The final chose the talent to invent, the ability to design and create marvelous devices. Aesthetic genius. What beautiful liars we are. Most aesthetic genius, inventions, acumen, creativity, noble ideals indeed. Most men would pick one of those if given the choice. And name them the greatest of talents. What beautiful liars we are. You see the guards glance at each other. You think I'm a cynic. You think I'm going to tell you that men claim these ideals, but secretly prefer base talents. The ability to gather coin or charm or women. Well, I'm a cynic. But in this case, I actually think those scholars were honest. Their answers speak for the souls of men. In our hearts, we want to believe in and would choose great accomplishment and virtue. That's why our lies, particularly to ourselves, are so beautiful. So, what is the most valuable talent a man could have? I haven't the faintest idea. Fortunately, it wasn't the question. I didn't ask what was most valuable. I asked what men value most. The difference between those two questions is at once tiny and as vast as the world itself. In this, as in all things, our actions give us away. If any artist creates a work of powerful beauty using new and innovative techniques, she will be lauded as a master and will launch a new movement in aesthetics. Yet, what of another? Working independently with almost the exact level of skills. Were they to make the same accomplishments the very next month? Would she find a similar acclaim? No, she'd be called derivative. Intellect, if a great thinker develops a new theory of mathematics or science or philosophy, will name him wise. We will sit at his feet and learn, and record his name in history for thousands upon thousands to revere. But what if another man determines the same theory on his own, then delays in publishing the results by mere weeks? Will he be remembered for his greatness? No, he will be forgotten. Invention. A woman builds a new design of great worth, some fabrials or feat of engineering. She will be known as an innovator. But if someone with the same talent creates the same design a year later, not realizing it has already been crafted, will she be rewarded for her creativity?
The side of
No.
the couch over here. I can't
She'll be
tell.
called a copier and a forger.
The sock I found there smelled like pee. I can't tell.
And
if
so,
I tried to
in the
hide one
end,
or
what must we determine? Is it intellect or genius that we revere? If it's their artistry, the beauty of their
smell.
mind, would we not laud
There's
them
like stain
regardless?
spot on the side of the couch too. It looks like
But
almost
we
branded.
don't. Given 2 weeks of artistic
Maybe that's my
majesty,
computer
otherwise
making
weighted
shadow though on
equally,
my mic.
we will greatly acclaim to one another who did it
My mic's
first.
making shadow. I
And it
can't tell.
doesn't matter what you create. It matters what you create before
crazy, though.
anyone else. So it's not beauty itself that we admire, not the force of intellect. It's not invention, aesthetics, or capability itself. The greatest talent that a man can have seems to be nothing more than a novelty. See, the guards look very confused. The gates shake. Something pounds on them from outside. The storm has come. You see Wits stand up. The guards scrambled for their spears left leaning against the walls. They had a guardhouse, but it was empty. They preferred the night air. The gate shook again, as if something enormous were outside. The guards yelled, calling to men atop the wall. All was chaos, confusion, as the gate boomed yet a third time, powerful striking and vibrating as if hit by a boulder. And then a bright, silvery blade rammed in between the massive doors, slamming upwards, cutting the bar that held them closed. A shard blade. The gates swung open, and the guards scrambled back. Wit waited on his boxes. Inither held in one hand, pack over his shoulder. Outside the gates, standing on a dark stone roadway, was a solitary man with dark skin. His hair was long and matted, his clothing nothing more than a ragged, sack-like length of cloth wrapped around his waist. He stood with head bowed, wet, raggedy hair hanging down over his face, mixed with beard that had bits of wooden leaves stuck to it. His muscles glistened as if he'd just swam a great distance. To his side, he carried a massive shard blade, pointed down, sticking about a finger's width into the stone, his hand on its hilt. The blade reflected torchlight. It was long and narrow and straight, shaped like an enormous spike. Welcome, last one. Who are you? You see the guard call him, nervous. A shard bearer had come to Kolinar. The figure ignored the question, and he stepped forward, dragging his shard blade as if it weighed a great deal. It cut the rock behind him, leaving a tiny groove in the stone. The figure walked unsteadily and nearly tripped. He steadied himself against the gate door and a lock of hair moved from the side of his face, exposing his eyes, dark brown eyes, like a man of the lower class. Those eyes were wild and dazed. The man finally noticed the two guards, who stood terrified with spears leveled at him. He raised his empty hand towards them. Go, he spoke, in perfect Lethe, with no hint of an accent. Run, raise call, give the warning. Who are you? What warning? Who attacks? The man paused and reached his hand to his head. Who am I? I am Talinalin, Son Sinew, Herald of the Almighty. Oh boy. here we go.
Let go.
On the world of the satrapies. Everybody. Saren, Sybil, John.
I was like, you son of a
Jan.
bitch. Hold on.
You all look before you as a figure opens the doors of the Chromaria. His body long and tall with a trimmed beard. As he speaks and is asked who he is. I am Tanavest. On
Wait,
I
Telany.
am flames.
On
Guys,
Telany.
it's the MCU part. The thing is happening.
Anabast is just Doctor Strange.
On Telany. Grimolds. You look out. We're not far away. Good old. Oh god, fucking names are escaping. Marshall,
Sid,
first
Riggs,
character.
Zephron. That's it. Sid.
Roy?
No. Sid. You look over at Sid and Jesna, the de facto rulers of Telany at the moment. As the doors to the makeshift front gate open. Once again, the question is asked, who are you? As you see a tall figure with slightly shimmering silver skin and long white hair, glowing eyes look out at you. I am Shash. Across all three universes, the same warning comes. The desolation has come. O God, it has come, and I have failed.
Well, between us, we shall not fail. I know you taught my shiny brother a thing or two.
Back on Roshar, as Telenolot finishes speaking, the herald did not move. What is it we value? Innovation, originality, novelty. These things, all true. But most importantly, we value timelessness. I fear you may be too late, my confused, unfortunate friend. And that is the official ending of The Way of Kings. Welcome to Words of Radiance.
Let's run this bitch.
If only for a moment, I'm glad I got to be Grim again.
Agreed.
Hi, universe is colliding. You guys come out of this vision. Slightly confused, but hey, you're here for it.
My character traces symbols in the air.
As this vision comes to fruition, you feel it snap. Whatever was connecting you before and almost radiating out from Varix is now gone. The strange connection you felt between you and Dalinar and Wit and Kaladin has completely shattered, it seems.
Well, at least we have free space in our heads now.
Now
I
it's
can't
all
be
about
the
your
only
wrong.
one just seeing a
Can we
movie
still see
theater.
our spread?
So
Oh, God,
tempted
yeah.
to summon a demon
Okay.
right now.
I don't
Right
know
up that
why. I
vein.
just have this itch.
The symbols don't work.
You're telling me I can't roll a natural 100 on some demon rolls right now.
No, the symbols don't work. You're not on Unidom anymore. You're on Teleny. Remember,
It's like
there's no
even
magic.
the symbols. Yeah, I was like,
Bad Evan.
Oh, I thought we
No
were
magic. Only curse.
I thought we were back to this world.
We are
No.
back to this world. And also,
The
no, you
dangling.
can't summon a demon.
You've been
He puts
nerfed.
the kibosh on. 3 was enough.
one was enough. One was enough.
One is never enough, Marshall.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to pull all of them out of hell.
Trace
Marsh
now
baited
knows
me
if
into
he
a demon deal in like 30 seconds.
didn't
Saw
even have.
that.
I didn't even have to try to convince her.
He just told me the door had 666 on it, and I was like,
You're already in the deal at the moment that was said, and I was like, okay, well, shit. I don't have to do much convincing here, do I?
Nothing
It
else
took me
existed
all
in
of
that
figuring
moment.
out to put multiple symbols together to have Trace bring the Lords of Hell onto different planes.
Yeah.
Other
it's great.
things we do.
He was
You
very
got
lucky several
problems.
times.
I did. Grim caused a few problems.
Just a few.
Bad a few.
Not as many as Jake caused new life to be born in that world.
That's
It's
fair.
pretty close.
Oh, sweet God.
With that connection suddenly ending, does that mean that our Spren have also just like disappeared?
Nope.
no, they're
Spinner's
still
still
We're
around.
still there.
There's
Are
just-
they mopey or are they normal?
seem normal?
Question.
Mhm.
Did like when we traveled to those other worlds, were we like seeing life through our other characters' eyes? Or was it like kind of third party?
I imagine third
omnipotent
person.
view?
yes and no.
Or is Grimold like a quote unquote nexus point at this point?
No, not Grimold specifically.
Cedric?
You all were fate touched in some way.
Oh, so all of us to an extent there.
Okay, so it was like we all kind of saw the other events happening, but it wasn't like
Yeah, you felt a strange kinship.
We don't have any
Um,
actual connection to those person.
Not
see
that
that
you-
was
imagine
that
it's
was that was
Similar
my
to
question.
like astral projection.
We're not that meta in this, Evan.
Well, see, I was just gonna go around talking about how I felt really, really strong for a minute and really angry for another minute, but
Like you're on
really
fire?
depressed.
yeah,
Um,
really,
I mean, we
really
are
angry and
depressed.
depressed, and then
We are in a bar.
immediately very, very strong.
Yeah, the cover art for the campaign has been updated officially.
Nice.
Ooh, all right, well then. Boop. Whoa. We're in fight mode, boys and gals.
Nice.
Brandon, I didn't realize
I
you
want
went
to start
live.
some
Or actually tell
trouble.
me.
I want to start a fight.
Bro, I never stream fucking D&D. Why would I be live?
I did, it didn't tell me you went live, and I was waiting on Twitch.
No, it did.
I just didn't pay attention to when it did.
Twice, actually, because it crashed once.
Yep.
So you suck twice.
Yeah.
God, forehead.
There you go, bud.
Hey, I appreciate you. Looking out for the boys.
The boys.
Homies always finish first.
It's not funny. It's not funny.
Oh god, there's been too much brain rot. I decided to watch through so much TikTok last night because I was so bored.
Did you watch mine?
I watched some of it. I had to take a picture, a screenshot of where I stopped because I wanted to watch most of it with you.
I think there's
Con
only like
saves.
100.
I got it
save?
down to below 100. It was more than that. It was 99 plus for a
Oh
bit
my
there.
god.
Con save.
Uh-oh.
Everyone?
Yeah.
Great.
Con save.
Okay, Brittany.
Hey,
You know what they say. You gotta ace it. We're gonna ace it.
Nope.
We aced it.
Hey, Brittany's falling down drunk.
Yeah, I was about to say. Garrick and Varix, you're feeling a little bit buzzed already. Toomey is she's like 2 in,
Fucking
and she's
done.
she's not looking
He
good.
is up on the tables.
We haven't had
dancing right
alcohol in
now.
a long time. I'm a soldier. I'm not allowed to have alcohol often.
Kaladin
just
is
keep my mind
hearing
straight.
all of her
That's what I thought.
internal monologue about him.
Oh god.
Kaladin's not here.
Kaladin's not here, but who knows? Still might be. And you know she's interested in that tea. Oh Lord.
You're gonna be drinking.
I
that
have a
tea like
plus
Marshall
5
does.
to my con save.
Same.
Same.
Damn. Yeah.
Thumbs down.
Jesus. Okay. Um.
I'm bad. I need
Yeah.
alcohol.
The rest of us are
The-
fine.
The rest of you are doing. Anybody who rolled a 15 or above is doing just fine.
No.
So you guys aren't slaves anymore. Congrats.
I was like, I'm just waiting for conversation to start. I'm the mute. I don't start conversations.
Is nobody going to comment on my eyebrows?
Varix
You want to
looks
be
very neat.
complimented on your eyebrow?
That's better.
How long are your eyebrows?
I don't know. This long?
Behind the ear and over.
Have you ever tied them into a bow?
Not yet.
See, I thought you had them braided into your mustache.
Now that's an idea.
There you go. That is an
Just
idea.
down and braided in.
How fancy do I want to be? Nope, not that fancy. Just behind the ears for now.
Well, after seeing this Goncho looking just fly as hell, I think
Pretty
I need
fly
some new
for a,
clothes. Looks down and sees my tattered rags.
You look like shit.
How was it going to change that?
You see Rock walking by with a big mug of what looks like Hornier White, which is basically just moonshine. As he looks over. This thing can be requisitioned with Quartermaster tomorrow. Enjoy drinks tonight, my friends. As he
Yeah.
pass you on the shoulder.
I would like
I
to
bet
order
I
some
can drink more of
Horneater
those
White.
than you, big fella.
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Would you like
Me?
some, Luis?
Oh,
Me? Persuasion check with disadvantage?
no, not anymore.
Can I get some Horneater White, please? And offer some to Luis?
You're ordering. Are you ordering it
I'm
for
drunk.
Louise in particular? Because the bartender might not give you shit.
No, I'm ordering it for myself.
Oh,
I'm a
roll
Horneater.
roll a persuasion with disadvantage.
Is it because I'm drunk?
Yeah.
You're like half slumped over the table.
This bartender is debating just cutting you off.
Shit.
It's like the drunk girl at a party walking up. Give me the Everclear. Fucking no.
He gives her a glass of water instead. Classic bartender move.
Shoot
Downs
it back.
This is so smooth.
Oh my god,
How-
fireball?
How is it? Divine.
This is the best vodka I've ever had. It's
Damn
so
it.
smooth.
I hate it.
Yeah, no. You guys feeling that he is not going to give you Horneater White?
He's not gonna give me Horneater White?
Next
No.
time.
just to me. The drunk
Oh.
girl who was slobbering all
Because
over his bar.
I was betting homeboy that I could drink more than him.
Rock?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Again, Luis, wisdom, very, very low. Intelligence and charisma, very, very high. Do I think this is a possibility?
Ersic Lowlander. If you insist. That's careful. Your esophagus not as strong as ours are.
Boy, I can hold my blues. I drank a couple of goons myself one night.
Are we turning this into a bet? Because I would like to place one.
Sure.
Same.
Against. Against.
Smart money says
I'm
bet
sorry.
against me.
My bet's on
I
Rock.
don't think you're gonna last.
Oh,
Bet's on Rock.
Meta, there's not a chance. In game,
At least he's
full
honest.
confidence.
Money is free money.
Who are you betting with?
I was
Hey,
gonna
Jimmy.
bet straight against him.
I see that you are drunk and easily taken advantage. Would you like to make a bet?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna assume with this going on here that Rock is gonna drink him under the table. Easy.
Mm-hmm.
No question.
Mm-hmm.
Since you're definitely more friendly with this one over here, you should bet for him. Are you sure? Are you positive?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you're positive. Got it. Let's make this bet.
No.
No, you already said it. The words get
No.
taken back. We have witnesses.
I'm gonna put my hand on her mouth.
I'm gonna gesture to the obviously mute man. Oh,
No, I don't want to bet. I don't want to bet anymore.
All interest lost.
We've lost her in the ether at that exact moment.
And it's gone. All right. Luis, go ahead
Oh.
and roll a con saving throw with disadvantage, please.
Luis.
It's the lower one. 12. It's not bad. It's 12
Yeah,
plus 5.
plus
17.
5, so 17.
Ooh, that would be great. You're keeping up. Rock is currently drinking that shit like it's water.
It's just a front. Let's go again, big fella.
If you insist. You are going to die, but I appreciate these things. By the way, that felt like acid being poured down the back of your throat. And
I'm tearing up
it
the
is
whole
l-
time.
It feels like a furnace in your fucking stomach.
I'm trying to put on like the bravest face possible, but I fully admit my eyes are like
Performance check.
tearing. Oh, it's nothing. I got it.
Okay. Roll another con save with disadvantage.
Y'all are gonna be carrying Toomey and
Let's
Luis
go!
back.
I'm falling down. Woohoo!
It's over.
It's
Oh
Joker.
God. You see Rock just drinking. It looks over at you as you take your last gulp. Oh dear God, the world's spinning. Zzz, 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 as you
I'm gonna
fall back.
Towards whatever is. Oh no! I was gonna run towards whatever I thought was the bathroom and go throw up.
Nope. You fall directly back and turn your head to the side as just. You
Oh man.
I just give him a thumbs down.
see Rock just look over, literally not even looking phased, just
I'm gonna go grab him underneath his arms and just start pulling him back to the barracks.
okay. You do that. By the way, for reference, Rock rolled a natural 20 and a 19.
Ooh.
I'm so
Rock's a
close.
monster.
Oh,
Jesus Christ now, but all right.
I was close.
You
I
know,
was
it was
right
close,
there.
closer than I thought you'd be, I guess. Fair?
It's one of those drunks, Luis, where you get back to the barracks and you're laying there in bed and the world just keeps spinning and spinning and
Even with
spinning,
your eyes closed, you're
even
moving.
with your eyes closed. Yeah.
Oh, I hate those drunks. Those are the worst nights.
Yeah, brother, I don't think I'm getting you in the top bunk tonight.
So somebody turned on the we're stuck in the whirling pool in the ship right there, Captain.
Mm.
Yeah, just ride this one out.
From your shoulder, Luis, you hear, "Are you poisoned?" Mm.
I'm no poison. That other
No.
fella, he's more drunk than I am. I won that competition.
I'm worried. Maybe Stormlight help?
Yeah, where's this? Where's the light in this storm? It's this storm swirling me around.
Mm, mm, mm. Your little Rogo just contemplating.
His life
grab a-
choices.
I'll grab a couple of my freshly charged spears and put them in his hand. Oh wait, no, I can't hear this. That's right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But also as
Well, you
as
did
this
hear me ask where the light in the
Yeah.
storm was, so
as you're looking down and you see Luis throw up into a pot not far away, you'll hear sing there. Insides going out. How interesting.
Your
I'll,
sprint is the fucking worst.
I'll walk him over to the pot and just let him look at the throw up.
Ew.
Acid.
I hate this.
You keep acid inside you.
Interesting.
by
I'll
the
be right
end of
back.
this campaign, Lol is going to be asking all of us to put the lotion in the basket.
Lol's gonna be wearing our skin by the end of the campaign.
Yeah, that's definitely
What's
a
his goal?
possibility. So
Oh, that's it. It's even
Grandpa
better that he
needs more
confirms it.
blood.
I really like your face.
More blood for the blood god. More skulls for the skull
How many
Grandpa's
thrower.
other
awake.
how many other horror references can I make here?
How do you make such things inside?
I'm not sure, but we might be able to cut him open and take a look.
Who are we cutting
That's-
open, Lol?
Would be impulsive.
But it would be so much fun.
Oh my god.
We must learn, master our impulses.
What would be fun, Goncho? We already did the drinking.
I
I
think
use.
if we watch him for long enough, he will show us his insides.
What the fuck?
I both love and hate your sprint to death.
Patience.
5 nights at Lol's house.
Oh my god.
5 Nights at Lolly's.
Alright.
Let me back that one up. Hold on. Sorry.
Long live the Lolly Luchadors.
God damn it. It never
Is
dies.
this the reason you rake those things across your back at night? Wish to see what's inside.
Why?
It is. But I must master control.
Oh, Goncho, you're in control here. You gotta captain this ship through this storm.
Brain is not working. You feel
There,
it,
you first mate Drogo. You're spinning with this storm too.
as you open up your eyes, Luis, you'll see things are spinning
Lol's standing
again.
over you with a knife.
No, Lola's contemplative in the corner, but you don't see him at the moment. You see the world is spinning, but then as you kind of zoom out, you see what looks like a group of figures in strangely geometric robes that seem to bend in sharp, smooth angles with spiraling heads looking down at you. He is the second. How interesting. And as you look out around, you see what appears to be land, but just off to the edge, you see a sea of tiny little, they almost look like marbles. and little beads. They spread out across the entirety of your vision. And then you snap back suddenly.
Snap back to reality.
Lowell, on the other side of the room, as you're watching Luis and having this conversation with Sinair, you spot Luis suddenly take a sharp breath in as his skin comes alight with Stormlight. Luis, as you come back from this strange place, you feel better. Fine, in fact.
Cursed. Another cursed.
Rogo,
Oh no.
who the fuck
It all
were
starts
they?
again.
Didn't see. Mm.
There was some men, but they looked like you. They called me the second.
Shadesmar? Mm.
Would be. What is this Shadesmar?
Know the term, but thinking is hard. Find expression. Ways to express yourself. What way do you express yourself? You you have your thoughts run through artistic forms first. Drawing, writing, sculpting, dance.
Well, I'm a bit of a writer, but truth be told, I love making wood carvings. Helps me with the flicking. My flicker, I can char the edges, bring out some fine details.
Find wood. Express self. Find the lies. Delicious lies.
I'll get right on that. But I don't know what lies you're talking about. I always tells the truth. That is a lie.
Lie.
Tells the DM immediately.
Yeah, as you go through that thought, you're like, there's a lot of thoughts that and memories that are just way too painful to discover and go back into right now. So we're just gonna leave those be. Not touch that. Repression is healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No
that's
harm.
what the drink is
Trauma.
for.
Trauma.
I'm gonna go
Aw.
immediately go try and find some wood.
Okay, you go searching for wood. Lil, you see the slightly glowing figure of Luis stand up jauntily and start making his way out into the world.
Whoa. Weren't you just too drunk to walk a second ago?
Not now, mate. Not now. I'm on a quest, an artistic quest.
All right, I'm gonna follow him behind, but like I'm
I
gonna give
am the
up
drunk
myself
girl
some
coming back to the
distance.
party right now.
Puke and
Second
rally.
wind.
He took Stormlight inside and it changed.
Well, what do you mean? How did he do that?
Through bonds. Like yours and mine.
Did you
Roll a perception check.
come on, baby?
Oh. As you were walking out and following Lowell, your hand gently touches the corner of the stone doorway. As you see what look like tiny little black lines carve their way through, and it almost appears as if a crack appears in the stone. And you look down at your spheres and notice that many of them have drained.
Taking that out of your paycheck.
Wait, when I touched it,
No.
Oh, when he touched
when
it.
he touched
Okay.
it.
He's still taking it out of your paycheck.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying, I thought getting drunk was gonna be fun. I didn't know it was gonna be some cool shit. This is a
It
great
can always
idea.
be both.
On the
Who knew
other,
blacking out was a great idea?
Lord, on the other side, um, Garrett, as you're watching the foolishness unfold around you, you will hear a soft voice in your just beside your head.
Do I recognize it?
Oh God, yeah. This is you've only heard it once before, but
Okay, it's that voice.
this is a
I just
little,
kind of middle of.
a little misprint.
Okay.
Find Moash. He leads to your next question that you need answered.
I start immediately looking around for Moash, that tan motherfucker.
He's around somewhere.
I
You
started
leave the bar.
looking. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of look at everyone, make sure they're all kind of good, and then dip. Since I was already probably on the side anyway.
All right. You make your way there.
Oh, it's me.
D.
Varix, you will hear a grumpy voice beside you.
Oh, oh.
Hmm.
Guy kicker.
Hashtag wife cam.
They
you grumpy?
seem so hesitant to be together. It's as if they've gone through much but don't yet know one another. Think you should change that. Try to support them, make them whole.
Help the group.
Think that would be wise.
Why are you grumpy?
Because I'm made of stone.
Fair enough.
He's stoned.
There it is.
Be
Speaking of-
careful with the bald one. He still wants to see what's inside broken bonds.
Why?
But you and I had one hell of a bond going for a while there. Wasn't totally us, though. Think that Dalinar fella initiated it without even knowing.
Me and Palin are friends.
It's a Dalinar.
You can call him Palinar.
Dalinar.
He's his pal.
Not Pelinar.
Whoops.
We are, buddy.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your fella is talking to you.
That's kind of weird.
Alrighty. Pelinar,
Yes.
you will see your tiny little blue sprin zip in on what appears to be a falling leaf that kind of angles back and forth before landing before you and turning into his small human form.
It's a wind sprin, right?
Something like that. He'll look up at you.
Oh, hey there, little guy. What can I do you for?
The honored daughter has chosen one. I figured I should do the same. Why not one close as well?
Well, all right. I'm always happy to make a new friend. What can I call you?
I am Brash.
Brosh?
Yeah, Brash. I
Well.
left honor before the gates could close fully. The Stormfather won't be happy about this. Honor Spren were meant to not bond again.
Well, you've got nothing to worry about when you're with me, little buddy. I'll keep this Stormfather obey at all costs. Wait, am I supposed to know who the Stormfather is?
You know the high storm that goes by and kind of shapes the continent? Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
The high storm is the Stormfather. Jesus.
Yeah, you've had a few. Oh, you probably weren't here from. There were a few visions where Kaladin had a confrontation with the Stormfather, a ginormous face in the middle of the high storm as he was seemingly floating on it.
Oh, so the high storms are conscious.
Seemed to be.
Oh, damn. Okay, so that won't be necessarily what I say. Because it sounds like that's a legit thing. I don't need to fight the storm. At least not yet.
So how well that'll work for you.
Old man yells at clouds.
Well, not to worry, Brash. While you're with me, you've got friends indeed.
We will see how well your vows and honor hold. Your forebears said poorly in that regard.
Like
Many
my ancestors? You knew them?
men and Spren once bonded. Often.
Oh.
But the recreants ended that. But the desolations seem to come again. And we must stand together if the honored daughter is right.
The honored daughter. Sorry, note taking.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, why does Maki have to be doing a thunderstorm? God, I want to sleep now.
Because we're talking about the Stormfather.
I know. It's just that's what me and Jade are like. Oh, this will be nice and calm to go to sleep to. And now I'm just listening to it like, yes, my
I fall
brain.
asleep to storm white noise all the time.
It's so nice.
It is. It's
Yeah.
the best. Nothing beats the sound of falling rain.
Any last minute questions for Brosh?
Well, it seems that you may not have had the greatest
Yes.
experience with my kind in the past, but I hope to do everything I can to change that.
I don't know any personal experience with this. Only the honored daughter was around, then all others died because of their bonds.
Well, they're bonds. So you and me, we're just like good buddies now, right? Just together forever, I guess.
Friends.
You said the
The homies.
first vows. We are tentatively connected, but to seal the bond, the first vow will need to be said.
Oh, wait, I thought you just said the first vow's already been said.
The first words have been said.
First words. Oh, okay.
The words
the,
of radiance, as it were.
All right, is
Dun,
that the
dun,
whole
dun.
death before life,
Yeah.
journey before
Life before
okay.
death.
Life before death. That's it. That's the one. Okay, so we have yet to discover the whole vow.
The first vow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Brash, what did it? What do you do as a spread, and how can I assist you, and how can we make this a beneficial partnership?
I take from you and you take from me, but we give something back in return and become more. All you need is to act with honor, and we'll be fine.
Well, my uncle once told me that with great power, there must also come great
I
responsibility.
hate you. I hate you. God damn it.
And responsibility we shall take.
Is there a boo button?
No, I don't want to boo that, but at the same time, you son of a bitch, Mr. Pellinar Paracus over here. Yeah, baby!
No, there's not a boo button, but there is this.
Nah,
I think that's
that ain't
worse.
deserving. That ain't
Ouch.
deserving of that. That's rude.
Ouch. There you go.
There you go.
All right. In any case. Next up on the docket, Raphael. The small glowing orb. Seemingly
This is
stops.
We're
hitting
still in the bar?
quick.
Stops before you. Hmm. 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 I am awake again. Hmm. Hmm.
I'm gonna take another swig of my drink. Side eye again. Awake from what?
Hmm. Don't remember. Seems
Help.
like bonds happen and visions were had, but
Hmm.
don't remember after a vision.
Yeah, I get the distinct feeling that we are not sharing the same mind theater of Dalinar
Hmm.
anymore.
Hmm. Hmm. Yes. Suppose that makes sense. Did
Hmm.
you see the other bridgemen not in Bridge 4? Hmm. Hmm.
Probably.
I have watched them. Hmm. They have minds of slaves, still bound to their past. Hmm. Hmm.
Well, it is only day one.
Yes. If hmm. As you're thinking about that, you have a weird urge inside of you. You know, like you had just earned freedom for yourself, right? And I don't know, it's just weird looking at them, considering that they're free, but also not at the same time. Hmm. Maybe there's something we could do. Hmm.
I mean, you could try and talk to them, I guess.
Hmm.
Ultimately, it's up to their own free will, though, right? I mean, we can't make a decision for someone.
Hmm. No, but we can take away chains that hold them down. See if they walk on their own. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Right. Sounds good enough to me, I guess. Right now?
No, but think about it. Hmm.
Enlightful as always, Koshi.
Leslie.
I'm not gonna just like side eye again, just turn around this way. Maybe not hover so close. Personal space and all that.
Do me. You have the little ink plop out into the bar in front of you, and
Just drunk, holding it in my hands.
you see it. So you're like laying on the bar, like one arm out, as you see the little black blob form into
One of your
a
first
small
few
person.
conversations with it, and it's like, yeah, I'm drunk this time.
What's up, buddy?
Oh,
Oh God, yours is an intellectual.
what? You see him walk up and kind of poke your nose a bit. What is this?
My nose.
No, you're leaning. Your
Mhm.
eyes are dilated. It seems interesting.
Called booze.
Hmm.
Would you like some?
I do not believe that it's something I can do. You see him think for a long time, almost seeming to be phrasing something. You see him just kind of shrug after a second, like, yeah, what the fuck ever. What ways are you not correct? How are you fucked up?
Very straightforward, Sprin.
How long do you have?
I believe I'm bound to you for ever.
So forever.
I'm drunk.
Yeah.
We won't get into everything.
Yes. Drunkenness.
Yes.
Impulse control, perhaps?
Yep.
It's good to know. You see him walk up and pat you right on the cheekbone. Don't worry. We'll work on it. He seems to melt back down into a little blob and then kind of crawl up the side of your face and your jaw onto your neck and then just kind of nestle in right underneath the crook of your cloth. All
My
right.
friend just came and gave me shit, guys.
Called out.
My sprint showed me like the hallucination gods, and yours is like, you done fucked up, bitch.
What is wrong with you?
How do I say this without coming across as an asshole? You've got something wrong with you. I need to know what it is.
Hey man, gotta start somewhere. Alrighty. Very cool. The night goes on. Luis, you're looking for tenable wood.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Oh, I will. I will roll an investigation check.
Okay. It takes you a little bit, and Lowell is following behind you. But eventually you find yourself seems to be a workable piece of wood from the southern lumber yards.
How big is Yewood?
You could
Yay
grab
wood.
basically any size that you want. It's a lumber
Yeah,
yard.
I'm looking
Yeah,
for
you
like
grab that wood.
yay big.
You find yourself a
Oh
suitable
boy, here
piece
we
of wood.
go again.
All
What are
right.
you doing?
I'm gonna immediately head back to the barracks because I got some carving to do.
You head
Whittling?
back to the
Some
barracks.
whittling?
Some
whittling.
whittling.
A
Alrighty.
bit of whittling.
Go ahead and do a performance check. Let's see how you whittle.
Performance isn't as strong as some of the others, but I believe
Oh.
a 21 will do.
Yes. Also, reload your page because it should be updated. Because in all technicality, that's a 24.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, 24.
Very cool. All right. As you start to go, what are you thinking about carving?
Well, I was going to try and carve like a little statue to leave in my bunk that looks like the god guy that I saw.
Okay.
The Shade Mar.
As you as you start to whittle away, you feel yourself kind of getting lost in it. The motion feels very natural as you almost start moving second naturally. Your hands kind of shake as you finish the last carving. Lowell, having watched this whole thing, you see what looks like a perfect wood carving of. Are you following?
And after I'm done carving it, I would like to use my little piece of steel and kind of flick some sparks onto it to give it a little crispy burned shading.
Okey-dokey. Yeah. If you look in the notes, you'll see approximately what it looks like in wooden form given.
Wow, Luis, I think you should give Garrick some pointers.
Yeah.
His drawings aren't so artistic.
There you go.
What can I say? It just came to me. Feel like I've seen this person before. What about you, Rogo? Do you recognize this?
Mm, looks like us in Shadesmar.
Like us in Shadesmar. Shadesmar place, Rogo.
Layered on top of reality. Where's Spren come from?
Where this?
Well, Rogo, we're going to keep this around. I'll carve a few more like it.
Carve other lives. They are beautiful.
Others, you say? Well, come to think of it, I'll get started on a few more in the morning.
Yes. Lord. Alrighty. Garrick, you go and find Moash currently slumped in his bunk. Roll an insight check.
Insighto. Cheku.
You don't know shit.
Nah.
He's
I
chilling
also
there.
realize I don't know how to initiate this conversation.
You're just standing there lurking in the dark.
I'm just gonna be
Gross.
even creepier and just observe from before. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna go ahead and take. I'm gonna just go to my bunk, honestly.
Okay.
Just chill out, relax for a bit.
Okay.
Eavesdrop.
That Moash is currently sleeping.
Okay, well then, if anything happens, I'll be awake. Otherwise, I'll just wait till tomorrow. I'm polite.
Okay. Good to know. Garrick, Arcana check, please.
Okay at these.
Okay. As you're laying there, you know something a little weird. At the edges of your vision, there kind of seems to be these strange like bits of color. They're like just outside of your range of vision, and as you kind of turn, they stay in the same place.
I hate that. You relate to that. Try to every now and then. I'll kind of try to see if I can randomly catch it. Obviously, not able to.
Mm-hmm. All right. The rest of the group stumbles back to the barracks and has a restful night. Some people more restful than others.
I'd probably stay at the bar and contemplate for a little bit longer.
Alrighty. You stay at the bar and contemplate, Golden Boy.
Every campaign, we got one.
Well, seeing the mission that I've been given, I need to think of a way to not get people to hate me. but don't wake up from reality.
Become
So
likable.
it's a bit
Yikes.
difficult. I don't understand.
Hey man, you don't need to get people to like you. Just need to get them free of their own fucking head.
I should be very good at that.
Sick. Alrighty. Yeah. Cool. Well, congrats. You are officially bodyguards to the Colin family,
Yes.
including the king.
Yes.
Dope.
Good at what we
Next
do.
morning, you are each requisitioned uniforms of royal Colin blue with white trim and buttons. Garrick has a very easy time getting into it. It's the exact same model
Something I
as
do.
other shit. Rest of you need to take a bit more time and effort to get in fully into them, but you do. Next up, if you want them, Kaladin has requisitioned a fund to get the slave brands on your guys' forehead tattooed over, so that it is generally known that you are no longer slaves.
I'm about that life.
I'm down.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Mhm.
Anybody post?
Tattoos are sick.
No, I want to be a slave forever. That sounds sick.
No. You guys already have your writ, so you are in all legal senses free. This is
Nobody
just
wants to
more
see that
symbolic.
shit.
As you go up, you will see the first one in the chair being Haber, the man who was hit directly through the leg by an Parshindi arrow, and actually one of the first that Kaladin saved. He is gap-toothed and very excited to get things going. As the design is being decided on, you'll see the tattooist, a woman with long dark hair and many tattoos going up her arm themselves, look over as Kaladin finalizes the design. See Hubbard look down at it. What's that mean? Just means freedom, Hammer. Freedom of Sadius, actually. No.
Nods.
Make it Bridge 4. Freedom Bridge 4, please. You like you were freed from Bridge 4? No. Bridge 4 freed me. You see Kaladin kind of shrug as he makes up the glyph. Giving it to the tattooist, she starts working away. Alrighty, starting off. Garrick, you want freedom from Thaddeus? You want freedom Bridge 4?
Freedom from Sadius.
Okay.
How about
Cool.
freedom to speak?
Sure. You have Kaladin draw up the glyphs, and it is on your forehead, covering up the scars quite nicely. Luis, what you want?
I think I'm just gonna keep I think I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and I'm gonna have the head of my little model that I've made.
Tattooed.
Yeah.
That would be a very, very long time, and you need some sort of word of freedom in there just in case.
Oh. Freedom of thought.
Okay. Freedom of thought. Drawn up. Lil. Freedom.
I'm gonna do Sadius.
Okay. Freedom from Sadius. Pelinar, what you got?
Truth, justice, and for a better tomorrow.
Okay. Freedom, truth, justice, and greater tomorrow. It's a bit larger than the other tattoos, but you certainly have it, and it covers
You
most of
are a
your
larger
forehead.
than life person, to be fair. So Very befitting of you.
Raphael, freedom.
I'm gonna take a moment and kind of gesture for her to hold on. I'm gonna get up out of the chair.
Okay.
I changed my mind. I think I'll keep it because this was a point in my life that happened to me, like the rest of you, but I feel no shame in it. This is a part of who I am, and I
Fair
don't
enough.
need marks on my skin to prove otherwise. And I'm gonna get up and just watch the rest of them.
Fair enough. All right, do me. Freedom.
Can I just get freedom?
Sure. You get a big old freedom right on your dome. Varix, what you got?
Probably just freedom, Thaddeus.
All right, freedom from Thaddeus. You see many of the others of Bridge 4 get the freedom through Bridge 4 lift pair. Even some of the ones who didn't have forehead marks, like Rock, still ended up getting it. The only one who didn't get one on his forehead, who didn't previously have scars, was Moash, who got it on his upper arm instead. You guys will see Kaladin step into the chair, and about a minute or two into the tattoo, you'll see the ink suddenly kind of start to dribble out over his face. In a moment, you'll see Taft kind of walk up and mumble something, as the rest of you notice that he is very, very slightly, you have to really, really look for it, very slightly glowing with Stormlight. Oh, sorry about that. Try again. You'll see the tattooist go back to work, complete the glyph, and even as some of you draw in little bits of Stormlight here and there, your tattoo does not pop out. However, the moment that Kaladin has any sort of Stormlight in him, you see the ink pop out and dribble down his face again as he wipes it away. Don't worry about it, he says to the tattooist. It's some weird quirk with my body, I'm sure. I'll come back and see if we can do it another time. The slave marks are still very, very much so there, and they're strange white color. In any case, cool. Going through, you'll hear Kaladin and a few of the other guys talking as you're included in this. Dalinar really expects us to turn these sorry lots into soldiers. You hear Moash say, well, Kaladin did it with Bridge 4. Yeah, a couple dozen men, not thousands of these guys. We'll figure out a way. This thing, we will make sure that you're well fed. Hopefully, just figuring out that they have a warm bed and warm food will help out somewhat. Yeah, well, we'll have to figure it out one way or another. As you see Kaladin look around. Let's see, there's already a quartermaster in place, but we're going to need a few more. Rock, you go ahead and be a quartermaster in training. Varix, why don't you join him as a quartermaster? You seem like a sport-oriented guy.
Done.
Let's see here. Teft, Scar, Moash, I want you to go around whenever we're not guarding the King and High Prince and start training some of these, any of the bridgemen from other bridge crews who seem more eager than others. Anybody else want to join in with that? You'll see Taft kind of shake his head. I don't know if it'll be enough, lad. Well, I'll try to get a few done first. Raphael, you'll hear a soft buzzing. Might be a good opportunity if you train them.
Hold on. I only live once after. Well,
All right.
so it's twice.
You volunteer?
Yeah.
All right. Kaladin will kind of raise his eyebrow at this. Well, all right, Raphael. Sure. More hands are always good. Let's see here. For guard rotation, Garrick, Pelinar, you both were some of the more capable ones. I'd like for you guys to do many of the shifts. Lowell, we're supposed to do training within the bridgemen themselves. Heard correctly, at one point you used to be an ardent of some kind?
That I was.
You wouldn't happen to have been a sword master, would you?
That I was.
That is very useful. Delinar's asked us to be prepared for any shard bearers that might try to take his life or that of the king or his family. We'll need to be trained against that. So, if you could hook up with some of the ardents and figure out a training regiment for the men of Bridge 4, that'd be great.
Will do, Captain.
Let's see here. Toomey, could you get eyes and ears on the general layout of the camp? See where things are deficient. I want you looking out for any potential areas of weakness, things like assassins or spies, anything like that, if you can.
Most definitely.
Perfect. Luis, you, my friend, what are we to do with you? You see him smile
It's
at you.
a good question.
We're to patrol the outer sections of the war camps. They're a bit more rugged. We'll have to get the men trained on moving through wilderness and patrolling for bandits. You familiar with the Outback?
Oh, you came to the right mate here.
Thought so. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and have you scout out back that area and start coming up with the training regiments.
Right away.
Perfect. Clarify two things. Pelinar and Garrick, I want you to learn under the previous head guard of the king's bodyguards, figure out their skills, adapt them to your own. I'll have Moash and Scar along with you for most of those.
Silent excitement.
All right. Let me know if you need anything. Any questions?
Good shit,
Yeah.
guys. No questions.
All right. Well, let's get to it. We got a king to save.
All right.
Saving the kingdom.
All righty. That is where we will go ahead and end session. Well done.
We're gonna make a man out of these warriors.
Let's
I'm gonna
do
teach
this
the
coursing river.
I am creating my own Eagle Scouts.
We stab bandits with spears.
So who am I quartermaster with?
You are quartermaster with Rock. I'm
Oh,
going to be
Rock.
learning.
Dope.
Yeah.
I mean, I can drink a lot.
After duty? Yeah.
I just watched him fucking become a champion. That's what I meant. Like, do I get to learn to be a drinking champion?
Hey, man. I'm sure that he would be happy to teach you.
Sick.
Where did you say I was at again? Or part of it?
you'll be doing the training, helping out primarily with Teft, and you'll basically be talking to the guys, trying to get them out of their stupor because they all currently look like lost puppies in a big scary world.
My favorite. Okay.
I mean, it kind of is.
I get to be nosy.
You need to tear them down psychologically and build them back up.
You're good at that, babe.
Gotcha.
Except for the building back up part.
Hey man, you could just
I'm sure I
insert
can work
anything
on
you
it.
want in there. Yes, to me, you get to be nosy.
I kept the slave mark for a reason.
Fair enough.
Uh,
You did think ahead.
well, Lowell, I'm very excited to see how you interact with
Yo.
the Ardentia.
Someone might die, so or
He
come
might see
very
someone's
close.
insides.
We'll
Yeah,
Terrifying.
concerned about you
we'll
now.
have to play that one by ear.
Yeah.
There
Maybe
were
I'll-
2 big pieces of information about Lowell revealed today.
Maybe I'll take a
Yeah,
take
he's
a mirror.
creepy as shit.
Yeah.
A little scared, just a little bit.
Don't worry about him. He'll be fine.
I'll be all right.
That's what they all say. I'm
You know,
fine.
I'm pretty good at being sneaky, so you guys
It's
might not even know what's
cool.
happening.
Okay.
I think that's worse.
Well,
That's right,
congratulations.
Barracks. You have nothing to worry about.
on a
Absolutely nothing.
Stay away from my eyebrows.
He breaks
Wakes up and one
bombs.
eyebrow's just missing.
Just one.
Don't even. I didn't fall asleep with my shoes on. You can't do that.
It's not just the eyebrow; it's like the skin underneath the eyebrow.
Yeah, I have to take it all.
One whole side
like
of
your
his
eyebrows
face
getting
is
scalped.
shaved.
What the fuck?
Full ooga booga.
Next thing you know, I'm wearing it.
Eleanor
Blonde
just
hair.
wakes up and
It's a unibrow.
Lowell's just standing there staring into his eye hole. Just
Oh, you're banned.
Use the word.
He said it.
I
Shenanigans.
didn't say it this time.
Shenanigans. Fuck, dude, I haven't seen that movie in so long.
We had a whole Super Troopers group at the concert. It was great.
oh my god, it was so funny.
Yeah, it's so fucking great.
Did
Oh,
you
420
see
rolls, let's
me
do it.
Ask the guy at the end.
Yeah, I
was
already
like,
did mine and I
Farva, what's
failed
that
mine.
place you like with the shit all
Also,
over
guys,
the
no
walls?
natural ones or natural 20s to add to the book for the night.
I did not hear that.
It was
Oh yeah,
quiet.
Quite night indeed.
like while we were getting everybody ready, the guy with the Farva name tag. I'm like, Farva, what's that place you like with the shit all over the walls?
Oh Lord. Well, congratulations on officially finishing the Way of Kings.
Woo.
Woo!
We're
One
making
down.
more money now.
Much more money.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys were getting paid half of what a slave or half of what a bridgeman would normally be getting paid
Oh.
already.
Be surprised you were getting fucked the entire time.
Well, no. As slaves, you get paid whatever half of the regular cost of the profession is.
So there's people that actually just do that as a
But
fucking
we only have to
job?
pay Raphael half wages?
Had to, yes.
Technicality is acceptable.
Not anymore. As far as things go, basically, Dalinar's scribes ended up getting the writs of slavery from all of Dalinar, or from all of Sadius's scribes, and then made an official record that you were freed on that date, which were then transferred over to Kolinar, at which point anybody can check back and confirm that you are indeed freed.
So in other words, nothing can trace back to us.
Yeah, well, basically, if anybody's like, "Hey, I got a runaway slave here," you could be like, "Nah, dog, just fucking,
Just freedom.
We got a paper trail. We got our
Yeah.
papers. We're good.
we got our papers. Papers, please." Well, congratulations, you all motherfuckers are pretty fucking high on the military hierarchy now, actually.
We're high, baby. I
Sick.
heard all
For
that
dark
is
eyes.
candy bars.
Candy bars.
All I heard is we're high, baby.
Super Kaz.
fucking Atra. Hey, what's wrong with you?
Brittany, it's just the Caleb scene all again. Brittany,
you
need to
need to
together.
get your shit together. Caleb said that to me in person.
Jesus. Oh, God. It's fucking,
I love our
hey,
group.
Hey. I love it.
Dude, the
What's
other
wrong
day
with
when
you?
he came home, he was like, and I was like, oh, I didn't expect to be
Just
hurt
deleting
today,
all
but
those
thanks.
DMs.
Someone has to keep me humble.
I'm not good at doing that.
I love the hesitation on Atra. Just like, can I say this without just crushing her?
How to word it,
Yeah,
and
just
then
like-
coming up with what is wrong with you. What were
Like,
you gonna
what-
say originally?